Hey there, fellow privateers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Sunkenland, Episode 3, Duel to the Death. Now, unfortunately, the giant gates don't snap the way the regular walls do, so they're much harder to use as a result, and it's not likely I'm going to use them in my designs. I'm just going to do doors like this. Which is not too bad. I'm now enclosed from the outside except for this railing here. I'm not sure that they can jump rails, though. So, I could be okay. Obviously, I don't have the other half of the base yet. But, yeah, I mean, I like it. I can even put 2 doors in there just in case they do jump. All right. So, you guys want me to research something new. Sounds good to me. Let's decide what that might be. So the remaining Tier 1 research here that I would be most interested in might be a 2-handed axe. But there is also upgrading your research table itself. The question is, do I want my research table... Yeah, I guess thinking about base design. To just go back for a second. So if I'm thinking about base design, this area could be storage. And then I might want research up in this area here. And then put crafting over here. Well, storage and crafting should be near one another. Whatever. I'll just do it this way. So I think what I'm going to do is get the axe. No, I'll just go straight upgrade the research station and get more options. So the glass bottle's the only thing left here that I would say is like, you're probably going to want. Also, if you're wondering about the fridge, I don't believe food spoils, so it's not something that you're actually going to need to do. So for the research table, it's 15 scrap, 15 wood, 15 rubber, and 10 components. I have 9 out of the 10 components, so we're pretty close on that. Oh, no, I have it. So here is the components. The scrap, the wood, and the rubber. I already have it all. Here is Tier 2. We've got a proper stove, a better grill, an advanced purifier, which does not require a bucket. I kind of purposely skipped the initial simple purifier because you have to use a metal bucket, scoop ocean water, run it over to your purifier, dump it in the purifier, run back into the ocean, and do that over and over and over and over and over again. It's really annoying. Whereas the advanced purifier, here, you just have to pump like a water pump. So there's an air filling station which can fill your scuba tank, a furnace for smelting. There's obviously better armor and backpack and a scuba tank, which requires the smelting. So I think the smartest next thing to do is to get a furnace, to research furnaces and then to build one. Because a huge amount of the advanced purifier, the stove, the anvil, the safe, almost everything is locked behind it. And I'm not going to get a better melee weapon until I get the anvil. I think I'm going to skip over the 2-handed axe and go straight for something better. All right. So in order to get the furnace, what I really need is a lot of rubber. So that's what I'm going to be after. Oh, and I should also probably dump out my... Well, here's some of the rubber. Or the rubber I'll need to at least do the research. But I need to dump out that box. And do you have to research to grow food? No. You start off with a planter. It's just, you scavenge enough food often enough that until you get things like maybe cotton seeds, you really don't need to grow your own food because you find enough food to keep yourself fed. I mean, you can. I just don't think it's all that necessary. So in order for me to make a furnace, I need 6 more rubber, which shouldn't be too hard to get. Need to work on my dismounts. Okay. The high capacity storage that I like to make is a metal barrel. Costs 12 metal, and it stores a ton of stuff. So I'll start to organize for the sake of your sanity. So the first 2 metal barrels are going to be scrap metal, and then this one, make sure it's not clipping through the wall, this one will be wood. And then you could, I plan on having also like purpose-built storages, like food near the stove, things like that. All right, I think the boat's empty. Yep, so we're good to go. I wonder if the boat took any damage. I'm gonna bring it near shore to see if I need to repair it. Repairing is like... No, it's fine. Repairing is free. The best place for... I'm trying to think of the best place to try to find... I think it's over here to find rubber. Or close by, I should say. Does food rot? Not that I know of, no. They might intend to add rotting. I'm not 100% sure of the what's in the what's in the roadmap, because there is a fridge and there is electricity and gas generators, and it would make sense if they eventually introduce spoiling, but I've never had food spoil as far as I know. Village. So these old tractors and cars sometimes have rubber, but most of our rubber are probably going to come from tires. And I did not remember the long boost. Might also be worth, if I end up finding copper. So in terms of the resources you're going to need to mine, it's iron, copper, and sulfur. And copper and sulfur are typically around here. Copper and iron are for building, and sulfur is mostly just for bullets and the like. Another thing probably worth collecting is this red algae, because it makes herbal medicine when you have enough of it, which is a good way to heal yourself. I've been really bad about collecting it, but I probably should have been collecting it all along. However, I'm pretty good with the crossbow, so might not be totally necessary. Ooh. Gun parts. Yep, that's what sulfur looks like. That little orangey or yellowy rock, rather. Ah, hey, Marlins. I need more of you for, like, backpacks and stuff. You don't mind, right? Can't use underwater, but can use when you're floating. I should probably hunt them once I have a better weapon. The melee weapons you eventually unlock are way stronger than this little stone hatchet thing. It would be very reasonable for me to have traded up by now, but I just haven't bothered. Or rather, you haven't voted for gear. Maybe I'll blame you guys instead. Is it fair? No. But who's stopping me? Chat takes the blame, exactly. Maybe it's a good thing, right? It's just hard mode. Gotta chase after them and whack them with my little hatchet. The vehicles crumble, everything crumbles. What's really funny is every now and then, oops. Didn't even have room for that. Every now and then, you will find something to loot that won't even have any items in it, and then the minute you, like, exit out the inventory screen, it crumbles. So it crumbles, like, no matter what, even if it's empty. So I think it's only 2 more rubber that I need. It was 8 to make the furnace. Everything is made out of ashes. 1 more rubber. Oh, leather. Leather's not really a resource you end up needing a whole lot of, because you very quickly tech out of the utility of leather armor. But because there's so few sources of leather that you can easily find, I usually just grab it anyway. Ooh, I just found some ramen. Schrodinger's truck. It's not empty until you look. This should have my rubber. Nope. It's like the game heard me and went, haha, loser. Gonna make it not. This was, maybe I was thinking of a different point of interest. There's one of these, maybe it was the mansion? There's one of these little sunken towns that are like full of stacks of tires. I just forget which one it is. That's okay. I'm getting a lot of other resources that will come in handy. Even if it's taking me a minute to try to get the rubber. I suppose it's worth asking, because I'm only 1 rubber away. After I get the furnace, what would you like me to do? So in terms of gear, I think the next logical thing, once you get a furnace, is to probably try to go for an anvil. Or to use the furnace to build. So gear or building both make sense. Uh-oh. That hurt a little. Well, just rub some algae on my suffocation, and we're back to normal. I fully acknowledge how ridiculous that sounds. You think I have 2 rubber stored at home? You might be right, but I'm gonna leave it there. This was obviously not the point of interest I thought it was, so I'm gonna try to... Oh, hi there. Yeah. That's right. It's my ocean. Get out. Well, that's hostile. Oh, look at you. You didn't realize you were a flying fish. Ow! Oops. Kinda hit the water tower. Just a little bit. Little crunchy. I'm gonna purposely burn this torch out because I want the inventory space. Machine factory. Alright. Let's hope this has some tires. Oops. There we go. Well, I'm already out here. I might as well fill my inventory before I head home. Is this Waterworld the game? Yes. My name is Kevin Costner, and I have webbed toes. And I am a Hollywood flop. How'd you guess? These boxes over here are usually have blueprints in them. And that they do. So some decorative stuff. We'll just eat to make room. Alright, we're filled up. I have a little bit more space for rubber. I'm gonna see if I can find one more stack of tires before heading home. Rubber right now. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm gonna drown though. At my level of progression, like I need a lot of it. Eventually, it doesn't become so mission critical. Once you have enough for the initial investments. You guys voted for gear. So the plan for me is to get some weaponry, I think. The reason I'm not going scuba tank is the scuba tank that you initially unlock is useful and all, but as soon as you use it once, you have no ability to fill it back up So it's kind of a single-use item until you research the air tank supply research project. And that costs a little bit, well, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I find that I don't use the oxygen tank all that often because it's just easy enough to resurface. There's not a lot of areas, unlike Raft, there's not a lot of areas that are like so deep underwater that you really need to manage your oxygen like that. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And I would like to make it easier to get back to the other half of the base. So I'm going to do a little bit of building before I invest in gear and build the furnaces. You're right, I did have rubber here. Trees regrow and like bushes and the like do regrow. So yes, resources do respawn. Very slowly. But if I went back over to the island, the rest of the island that I live next to, some of the resources are probably already back. Oh, I'm being attacked. You sound unfriendly. Where are you, anyway? Hello? Could you not do that? It's just you? Can you come back when you have more friends? It's not really a fight when you're alone. Oh, you're not alone. Look at them, they like got up on my, Get off my island. I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with your head. Yeah, so that was a clear... I was explaining before that they can swim. This is a clear instance of them just swimming and getting onto my little island. Apparently there's still more. Oh, I hear you. Where are you? I hadn't prototyped this style of base. Oh, you're, like, on my base. Bye-bye. And I didn't realize how annoying it is that they just, like, appear where they probably aren't wanted. It's fine. I'll wall everything up and then it won't be an issue. Nice. Alright, furnace time. I need 15 scrap metal. Also, furnaces are one of those things, like, once I have the resources for it, it might be worth making more than one. Because it takes a bit of time for things to smelt. And it's very boring waiting for it to smelt. Those guys destroyed my research table, didn't they? Okay. I'm going to have to add more walls. That sucks. Current priority. Do some building. It's a necessity. So the footprint I have now is honestly plenty of space. So all that really remains for me to do is to secure it, which would have been helpful before they destroyed the most expensive part of the base, which was my research table. But oh well, these things happen. It's a learning experience. Come on, boat. I thought it'd be a really cool idea to build the way I did, but seeing that the boat keeps rotating and like smashing into things, I also suspect that that's going to get tiresome. Thonk, 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 thonk. Still, I like it. All right, so now we're all buttoned up, where they won't have access to any parts of the base without having to break a wall. You know, even if they climb onto the balcony here, they're not going to be able to get to any that were sensitive immediately. It also allows me to move my research table, which is kind of something I wanted to do anyway. I would have much preferred it not be destroyed. But yeah, let's get the research table back. And then make more progress. I need a little bit more wood. I think there's wood in the boat, though. Nope. I can always return to one of the other islands to... Oops. That was weird. Try to close the door and ended up on the boat. Return to one of the islands that I had cleared for wood. But also, it's a good chance to see if the trees that started on this island have respawned yet or not. Storage space. Does that give me enough? 14 out of 15. All right, there's got to be like a flotsam log out of here somewhere. Yep, there's one. Perfect. So because I already unlocked a tier 2, I don't have to upgrade it again. So the high cost is mitigated. But let's not lose that. So if I wanted furnaces, I need more wood. I'm gonna cook up a crab. Oh, yeah, I think they took that out too, didn't they? Or I removed it. Never mind, I'm just gonna eat it raw. Like a monster. Yeah, it's getting dark. I don't have enough wood for a bed, because I got the research table. What I'm gonna do in this instance is to clear up some inventory space, sell the things I don't really need, so I have more slots. Sorry, Rubber Ducky, that means you. I don't find myself like doing a lot of fishing in this game either, so I'm going to sell the worms, the fishing bait. I don't think I'll need this space. I could drop flares, but they're kind of single use. So I'll illuminate stuff, but you know, eventually it burns out. That's why I usually sell it. It works well like underwater, but it's as long as you're exploring during the day underwater, like you don't really need flares either, which is why they're a safe item to sell. My character looks ridiculous. So you guys wanted me invested in gear. So once I get a furnace up, I will do my best to get some better weaponry, I think.
You looking to buy?
Oh, she'll sell me a battery. I don't really need a battery. So the big ticket items here are blueprints. So blueprint of paint, allowing you to paint stuff. A blueprint of the 50 cal ammo. Obviously, that's not going to be useful early on. The blueprint of a reinforced structure. That allows you to make iron walls and iron foundations and iron floors. I could buy that, but I don't... You don't get... I mean, unless you're doing like PvP in this game, you don't get attacked to a point where that's going to be needed, I think. Okay. Good trade. I like buying the antibiotics because they're healing. Let's maybe... I think it's going to be daybreak sooner or later. I'm going to... Instead of going to the original island that I cut down a lot of trees, I'm going to do another island. A new combat island. A little night raid. Flying here at 80 kilometers an hour on my dinghy. How big is the map? So this is Rubber Duck Island, and it's the Marauders. So here is the map. I've explored here. And that's the full map. Marauders are slightly harder than the mutants that I was fighting, but like, not by too much. They might have some crossbows. But that's why I bought all the medicine before I made landfall. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. All right, big guy. Oh, you had a machete. Well, That's gonna be a problem for one of you. Peekaboo. Ow. Taking my antibiotics. Because I don't have really good armor, or really any armor. These dinky little bullets do hit pretty hard. Come on, peek me. Stop hiding behind the car. I will rush you with a machete. Haha! I won. At great cost. I'm very hurt. Oh! Ah! They're running me out of town. I'm gonna decide not to leave. I'm slowly healing. The stealth approach might have been a little bit better until I had, like, scrap armor. In fact, I might even be able to cobble some scrap armor together if I get enough cloth. Because the scrap armor I can make just by hand. And it's 6 cloth and 16 scrap metal, which might be possible. This island also has cotton. So this is cotton. Making it even easier for me to possibly do. That's what I'm going to try. But also the daybreak's going to make it a little bit easier to hunt them. I don't think that the enemies suffer the darkness quite like the player does. They kind of don't seem to be affected all that much. Oh, you're literally right there. Okay, just a little bit more metal and I got enough. Ooh, a little gun happy, huh? You don't want to get hit by that club. That club does a lot of damage that he's holding. Oh, that disappeared as soon as I killed him. Who's shooting at me? Oh, there you are. This cop car... Oh. Dropping some stuff. I'll just eat the raw meat. Cop car was giving me pistol ammo. I see that he has a line of sight on me. Serpentine wiggles. Dip behind the rock. And get myself some scrap armor. Okay, now I'm going to be a little tougher. I hear you. Quit shooting me. There you are. Got you. Did I kill you? No, you're still alive. Ow! I wonder how many more there are. Because I've killed quite a lot. I should probably make more bandages. I think there's only one left. Ow! Almost got me, buddy, with your big old axe. But it's my axe now. The axe and the machete do the same damage. Well, I won. It hurt, but I won. And I'll celebrate with some yogurt pudding. I also got cotton seeds, which is going to be really nice. To be able to grow my own cotton once I get home. Thank you for tuning in to Sunkenland, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 19th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, a link can be found in the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors.